Dear child, your guardian angels have a message for you today. 20 years is not a short time. It's more than just a number, it's days and nights and seasons that came and went. It's birthdays missed, holidays passed, silent prayers whispered into the sky. I know you might be thinking, yes, I already know that. So, what's the point of saying it again? But I'm telling you this for a reason that your heart will understand soon. There is someone right now who has waited 15 whole years just for you. Not for an idea of love. Not for just anyone. They waited for you. Just you. It sounds like a dream, I know. Maybe even a little unbelievable. Who in this world waits that long? Who holds on to a feeling for that many years when there's no sign? No guarantee, and no answer? In this vast world where people give up after a few arguments or a few weeks of silence, who would hold on for more than a decade? But this person did, and they didn't do it halfway. They didn't keep you in the back of their mind while living a different life. They waited with their whole heart, quietly, faithfully, constantly, every single morning for all those years. They opened their eyes wondering if maybe today would be the day they'd hear from you. The day you'd walk into their life. The day their soul would finally feel complete again. And every night when the world grew quiet and the stars filled the sky, they laid their head down with one small hope still flickering in their heart. Maybe tomorrow. They never let go of that hope. Not even when the days turned into months and the months turned into years. They carried you with them everywhere in their thoughts, in their dreams, in their prayers. And it wasn't just something they thought about once in a while. It was something they felt deeply every single day. That you were the one. That somehow, someway, this love was real and it would find its way back. Even when it was painful, even when they had no reason to believe. Even when they had every excuse to move on, they didn't. Because the love they feel for you is not ordinary. It's not something that can be replaced or forgotten or erased. It's the kind of love that grows stronger in silence. Stronger in distance, stronger in time. And maybe that's the part that will truly touch your heart, that even though you may not have seen them, even though you may have had your own life, even though you might have thought no one out, there was waiting. They were silently from the background. With so much patience and grace, they waited. I know it sounds impossible. You might even think they're just lost in some fantasy or holding on to a dream. That's too late, but before you judge, before you close your heart to this idea, take a breath and really feel what I'm saying. Because in just a moment I'll tell you more. I'll tell you who this person is and why they couldn't be with you sooner. There's a reason and it's not small. It's something your soul has been waiting to hear. Something that will bring clarity to all the confusion, peace to all the ache, and maybe even tears to your eyes. But the healing kind. But before I reveal that, there's one more thing I need you to know. This person is mad, not mad in the way the world defines madness. Not sick. Not broken. Not unstable. They are mad in the most beautiful way a soul can be mad. Mad in love, mad with hope, mad with faith, mad with the kind of devotion that can only come from the soul. They are mad because they never stopped seeing you as theirs. Even when everything around them said was impossible. They're mad because even after all these years, your name still lives in every corner of their heart. They are mad because they still believe in you, in the version of you they fell in love with, and in the version you've grown into. They're me because they built dreams in their mind brick by brick about the life they wanted to live with you. They pictured the little moments laughing in the kitchen, holding hands during a walk, watching you fall asleep next to them. These weren't just passing thoughts. These were the home their heart lived in even when the outside world gave them nothing to hold on to. And what's even more powerful is this: they would do it again. If they had to wait another 15 years, they would without hesitation. Without complaint. Because in their heart, you are not a maybe. You are not a question. You are the one thing they were always sure about. And the world can call it crazy. The world can say it's too late or too much. But to this person, loving you never felt wrong. It just felt real. And now you may be wondering, why wait? Why couldn't they come forward earlier? Why did life keep you apart for so long if you were meant to be together? There's a reason, child. A reason that is bigger than you, bigger than them. A reason written not just in time, but in divine order. Sometimes two people are meant to be together, but they have to walk their own path first. Sometimes love needs to grow in silence. In distance, in longing, so that when it finally arrives, it's strong enough to last forever. The truth is, you weren't ready back then. And maybe neither were they. Life had to shape you both. Break you in just the right ways. Teach you what love really means. Not the quick kind, not the easy kind, but the kind that stays, that waits, that heals. The kind that feels like home, even after all this time. This person never stopped loving you. Not for 1 second. Even when they tried to distract themselves, even when they tried to move on, your presence never left them. You were always there, like a soft echo in their soul. And that's why they waited. Not because they had to, but because they wanted to. Because they chose to. And now, the time is finally shifting. The energy is beginning to align. The waiting is almost over. You are being prepared to finally see, to finally receive what was always meant for you. And when it happens, it will feel like a flood of memories, even if you've never met them before. Because your souls have known each other longer than time can explain. And when they come, you'll feel it. A peace, a calm, a recognition so deep it will silence every doubt you've ever had. So my dear child, open your heart. The one who waited for you is closer than you think. They never gave up. And they never will. If they had to wait not just 15 years, but 30 half of their life, they would still wait for you. That's how strong their love is. That's how deeply their heart has been tied to yours. You were never a temporary thought for them. You were never just someone they once knew. You have always been the one, the soul they couldn't let go of. Even when everything else in their life changed, they never stopped thinking about you, never stopped wondering about you, never stopped holding on to the smallest hope that maybe one day destiny would bring you back together again. Now, you might be wondering who this person is. Could it be someone you already know? Someone whose presence still lingers somewhere in your memory? Someone you once shared moments with: laughter, love, pain, silence, and the question that might hurt the most. If they waited so long, if their love was this deep, then why didn't they come back for you? Why didn't they reach out? Why didn't they choose you when they had the chance? The answer is buried in places the eye cannot see but the soul can always feel. So please don't look away now. You've come this far. Give just a little more of your heart. Let yourself listen, not with your mind, but with the quiet parts of your spirit that have always known this truth, because this is the moment when what has been hidden is finally revealed. This is the moment your heart might find the peace it never knew it needed. The person who has been waiting for you, the one who still dreams about marrying you, is not someone new. This is not a stranger. It is someone you have already loved. Someone you once knew so deeply that your whole body remembered them even after time tried to make you forget. They are the one who once held your hand, the one who once made you feel safe, the one who once made your eyes shine in a way no one else ever has. And even now, after all these years, your heart beats a little differently when you think of them, doesn't it? That tiny little egg, that quiet warmth. It never really left. You tried to move forward. You tried to forget. But there's something about them that your soul just couldn't erase. That's because it's them. The one you think it might be. The one who still lives inside your heart in the quiet hours, the one whose name still feels like a soft whisper inside your soul. Yes, child, it's that very person. The one who has waited for you in silence, in distance, in hope. The one who never stopped loving you even when they had to let you go. But the question still hangs in the air. If their love was this strong, why didn't they come back? Why didn't they marry you? Why didn't they speak up when they had the chance? The answer is not as simple as you might think. But it's filled with honesty and emotion. In the beginning they were not ready. They made choices that took them away from you. Maybe they chose the wrong path. Maybe they were scared. Maybe they thought they had more time. Life humbled them. It brought them regret. It forced them to sit with the weight of their decisions. Years were lost trying to fix the damage. They tried to make things right in other parts of their life. But it never brought them the peace they thought it would, and as time went on, silence settled in. They began to wonder if you had moved on. If you had closed the door to your heart, if they were nothing more than a memory you buried long ago. Doubt took over. What if they reached out and you didn't want them anymore? What if they were too late? So instead of taking the risk, they stayed quiet. They held their love in their heart. And they waited quietly. Softly. Alone. Year after year passed. Life moved forward. But their love for you never did. It stayed still. Untouched. Waiting for a sign. And maybe that sign is this message. Maybe your heart has been waiting too. Maybe a part of you still believes. Maybe that small flame still burns deep inside you, even if it flickers sometimes. If you feel it even the smallest bit, then this is your moment. This is not just a message. This is a soul-to-soul reminder. A gentle pull from the heavens. A whisper from the angels that says it's not too late. If your heart is still open, if you still feel something when you think of them, then let this be your sign. Let this be your choice to stop wondering and start believing again. Right now, there is a sacred moment unfolding between your heart and theirs. Even across distance and time, your soul recognizes theirs. And maybe their soul is waiting for you to give them a sign that it's okay to come forward. That it's not too late. That love still has a chance. And if you feel that, then let your heart speak now, not with words, but with faith. Let your spirit open just wide enough to let heaven step in and do the rest. It doesn't matter how many years have passed. It doesn't matter what mistakes were made. What matters is that love like this doesn't just fade. It waits. It endures. And when the time is finally right, it finds its way back. If this is your time, if your heart still carries hope, then release your fears now, let go of the questions. Let go of the what. Just let your soul say yes to the love that never gave up on you. Say yes to the one who still carries you in their heart. Say yes to the possibility of beginning again. This may be the moment that ends the waiting. The moment that sends a ripple through the unseen. The moment that makes everything start to move again. You don't need to do anything big or loud. You don't need to chase anything. You just need to believe. You just need to feel the truth that your soul already knows. Because deep inside you already recognize them. You already feel the connection. You already know this love never left you. It's just been waiting for the right time to come back. And maybe, just maybe, the time is now. God bless you. Type Amen if you believe.